Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Let me go and set up this room real quick and then we can get started. So let me finish setting this up right here. 6:20 right now. We got about 90 minutes till market open. So I'm gonna try to get through this really quick. Good. Today is September 17th. All right, so let me get the Zoom link for you guys here in the premium. All right, let's get started. Leave that there. All right, I'm gonna start letting people into the room. All right, cool. Morning, guys. It's 6:22 right now, so we got about 8 minutes till market open. Let me finish setting up this room real quick, and then we can get started with our analysis for this morning. That's good. See what else we got here. All right, so that's all done. One last thing right here. And it looks like we're all set. All right, cool. Morning, Ardarnius. Morning, Christopher. Morning, Miles. Morning, everybody. Happy Friday, everybody. Today's the last trading day of the week, so we'll wrap this up, see if we can find good entries. I usually don't like trading on Fridays and Mondays, so I'm only going to take a trade if I see that it's really good. Like if I don't see a really good breakout, I'm not going to take it. Or if I don't see a really good snipe or a scalp, I'm not going to take it. So, just keep that in mind. Friday and Monday are usually some of the most riskiest days to trade. So even if I do trade, maybe I might take a smaller lot size. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, generally Friday is usually like, it's a hit or miss. It's like a huge hit or miss. It's never like really good or like just okay. It's usually like huge, really good or huge, really bad. So I might just have to use a smaller lot size than we normally use, but I'm going to check the charts to see what what do we have available here. So morning Kenny, morning Duncan, morning Lamar, morning Matt, morning Adrian, morning David, morning William, morning Dejan, morning Maddie, morning Miles, morning Duggan. Duggan also said big option expiry today in the market. Yeah, so we're probably gonna see some volatility this morning with the option expiration today. I'm not sure which one, but Duggan did mention that there's a big option expiration day today. So here on the 1 hour, just looking at this from a bird's eye view, we have a bearish bias. Reason for that's because price is below the pivots, the trend meter is red. Looking over here at the 10-minute, same situation, price is below the pivots, the trend meter is red. With the 3-minute over here, price is slightly above the pivots right now. It was below it and then it just swung up above recently. So the technicals here aren't really one-sided. Looking at the 1 minute over here, price is also below the pivots. The trend meter is blue, so it's neutral, but everything for the most part looks like it's bearish. The only one that's not really bearish right now is a 3-minute, but everything else is it's like right down the middle. Even the 10-minute right here, it's right down the middle. It hasn't really chosen its direction. So as you can see here, even just looking at the technicals today, there's like really no direction that's been set just yet. It's kind of just going back and forth. The 1 hour is clearly bearish, but the 10-minute is just indecisive. It's right here in the middle. It's not above or below. So there's really no direction here on the 10-minute. Looking at the 3-minute over here, this is bullish because price is above the pivot. So with that said, you can see here the technicals don't really look smooth at all. So this is what I was mentioning before in the morning when we first got on that, Fridays are usually a risky day because it's hard to find a good direction because price is going to be manipulated due to people leaving the market. for the weekend, right? So, just think of it from a psychological perspective, right? If you're a trader just like anyone else, and you know it's Friday, market's going to close, and you don't want to hold the trade over the weekend, what are you going to do? You're going to close your trade out, right? So, with that said, some liquidity or volatility gets pushed to one side, and then as soon as the market opens at 6:30, price might spike down or spike up, wherever the market makers want to push price. So today's a day to be very careful. If you guys don't need to trade today, just don't trade. I mean, you guys don't have to trade every single day. I was trying to remind you guys that you don't have to trade every day. You don't have to trade 24 hours a day. Just wait for the perfect entries and, capitalize on those wins. Because this is what happens to a lot of people sometimes. People will make a lot of profit with me throughout the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday comes, they lose all the profit because I don't know why this happens. Like, I tell people use half a lot size, but they use double lot size for whatever reason. I don't know where the whole thought process comes in, where people think, oh, they should double up their lot size on a Friday, but they end up losing all the profits that they banked from Monday to Thursday. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you guys don't have to trade, just don't trade. Or if you do want to trade, maybe use a half lot size because it is going to be risky, or take it for a partial move. So what I do recommend today is always move your stop loss in profit, or even if you hit TP1, probably even close out there. So everything's looking bullish now. Looking at the 10-minute, it's bullish. 3-minute bullish. 1 minute now very bullish. Looking over here at retail sentiment, it's currently at 53% long. As I've been mentioning the entire week and last week as well, this isn't good. We don't want it to be right down the middle. We want it to be either like 65 to 70 to 75% long or short, because that'll give us a bias. Right now, retail traders are just right down the middle. When they're right down the middle, there's really no bias for us to be trading because we want to be trading opposite of them. However, it's only 53%. So like every couple of seconds, it's going to go from 53% long to 53% short, just depending on, where people want to move their trades. Also, looking at the futures data over here, refreshing this, it's only 14 points in the red, so it's not really one-sided at all. Once the market opens in the next 2 minutes, we'll see what the actual fundamentals are looking like. So just just keep that in mind, guys. I'm trying to remind you guys as much as possible. And you can see this. Look at this huge manipulation, right? Price went up, then it spiked down. Market isn't even open yet. It's only 6:28, and price is already starting to dump. Let me check the news real quick. I wasn't sure if there's today's Friday. So there's a news at 7 o'clock. That's still 30 minutes away. So it shouldn't really be affecting the market just yet. But you can see how price is moving right here, right? Like, it was literally looking like a nice bullish move. And then all of a sudden it just dumped all the way back down. And then that's probably going to swing back up. So, my word of advice to you guys is to just be careful if you guys are trading today. I might not even trade. I'll see how I feel once the market actually opens. Market's opening in about 40 seconds. Once it opens, I'll determine whether I'm going to take these trades or not. So let's see what happens here. I just gotta check something real quick. Let's see. Morning Fahad, morning Lawrence, morning Randy, morning Lisa, morning Maria, morning Al. Let's see. Randy said, any thoughts on the witching today? Sorry, Randy, I don't catch your slang. What do you mean by witching today? Look at this huge spike right here, guys. Damn, this thing's dumping like crazy. So this is what I just mentioned, right? I said when the market opens, you're probably gonna see a huge volatility spike to the downside or the upside. Look at this big spike to the downside. Market just opened. It's been open for 10 seconds. And look how much it's dropped. Damn, this thing dropped over 1,000 pips in like a few seconds. That's crazy. Okay, looking over here, retail sentiment still 53% long. And this is kind of normal for a Friday. So I don't think this is unusual at all. You're going to see a lot of these unusual spikes in price. And look at this huge wick. So check this out. Whoever started to chase that sell right there just got stopped out, because if they entered the sell somewhere down here, look how big of a drawdown they're in now. It's like a 500 pip drawdown. So this is why I don't like trading on Fridays, because stuff like this happens, and this is normal. Look at this big wick. Huge wick on the top side, huge wick on the bottom side. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. This is pretty crazy. Let me check the stock index real quick. So stock index is 31 points in the red, but now it's coming all the way back up. Yeah, I mean, I'll follow it. I don't know if I'll take it though. Let me refresh this real quick. So the news this morning said stock futures fall slightly as investors brace for more volatility this September. So if they say that price is going to drop, I think price is going to go up actually. So we'll see what happens here. This is probably what's going to happen. We're probably going to see it come down a little bit. And then in the next like 10 minutes or so, it's just going to spike all the way back up. I don't like listening to SCNBC. Like when they say something, I usually do the opposite. So like, check this out. They're saying that stock futures are falling, right? So what I see happening is in the next couple of minutes or so, it's going to go all the way up. So just keep that in mind. Watch. This is just my prediction. There's really no, this is just from me following CNBC for like years now. And whenever they report something, it does the complete opposite. So we'll see what happens shortly. When was this? Yeah, this was just updated moments ago. So a few seconds ago, this was updated. We're probably going to see it come down a little bit, but I think eventually it's going to come all the way right back up, and it's going to stop everyone out who follow this news. It's all manipulation, guys. Like whenever they drop news like this, people think it's going to drop. So what happens is people hop into the sell, and then a few minutes later, it's super bullish. See this big bullish candle right here? Yeah, I'm looking at things pushing up. I might even take a speculative buy. I might just take like a one lot and then just let that thing run. I'm waiting for a buy signal. If I get a buy signal, I'll take like a one lot and I'll probably just write it up. Because this thing's probably going to come all the way up. It's typical, super typical. Okay, thanks, Randy. So Randy just dropped his explanation. So let me just, all right. So I'm taking like a one lot. I don't recommend anyone take this, but I'm just going to play around with it, take a one lot and see what happens with the trade. I'm already in profit like $100. Once it moves up higher, I'm just going to move my stop loss in profit. So I don't recommend anyone take this. I'm just doing this for fun. It's literally a one lot. So I'm only risking like a couple $100. It's nothing big. Currently in profit, like $200 now. And this is just, I'm playing around with this position here because I want to see how this, like I already have some sort of idea of like where price is going to go. And this is kind of just me playing with the market. It's a one lot. It's nothing. It's literally not going to be worth anything. So if I win or lose, it's only going to be a couple $100 anyway. So it's not really a big deal. And I'm just going to be playing around with this right here. So let's see what's going on as we continue. Let's see what's going on right here. So let me check the news real quick and the fundamentals over here. So it's only like four points in the red. So it's not really biased at all. Looking at the actual stock index right here. The actual stock index is just right down the middle, half red, half green. Looking at the futures data. Futures data is currently 33 points in the red. Not really a big deal. Looking at the retail sentiment over here, it's 53% long. So, I mean, let's see what happens from here. But there's no position available. I'm not taking any breakout. I mean, there'd be no breakout anyways because it's already going to be 635. So it's not really, there's nothing available. I mean, technically, this would be the breakout right here, but I wouldn't have taken it. Yeah, so this technically would have been the breakout. I'm tempted to maybe, nah, it's too late. I'll catch it for a little bit. Oh, fuck, my positions are all confused now. Yeah, I'm not gonna play around because it's just going back and forth. So for something like this, I would just wait because I think my initial analysis for the buy over here is where the push to the upside is probably going to happen. It might come down slightly. I mean, this technically would have hit TP1 already, which would be right here where I would have probably closed it out. But you can see that price is really indecisive right now. It's kind of going back and forth. The only reason I took that speculative buy earlier is because CNBC reported that stocks are falling slightly. Generally, when this happens, it's going to end up swinging the other way, but it might go back and forth. So it might go down, like I marked up right here. It might go down, then it might go back up. So we'll see, but I'm not taking any trades, guys. So I did take like a speculative sell and a buy. I'm actually in both positions right now, but I'm going to put a TP for my sell so I can just pull out when it drops below. Because I'm just playing around with it. And they're only one lots. Like, so I could literally hit it both ways. So let's take out position at 3, 4, 6. So for my short, I'm just going to get out of it slightly, but my long, I'm probably going to hold that longer because of the news that was released. Well, not the news, but whatever CNBC reported earlier, this thing. So we'll see what happens in a little bit. But yeah, I'm just playing around the market, guys. So I'm not taking any real lot sizes. These are just one lots. So they're equivalent to like a 0.01. So I'd only be risking like a couple $100, which is nothing. Sometimes you guys just want to play around with the market, especially on a Friday. Friday is like is a day like that. If you just want to play around and see where things go with your analysis, you guys can just put in like something like a 0.01, like a really small lot. So you're only risking like pennies, if not dollars. Like for me, I'm only risking dollars. It's not like a 10 lot where I'm risking like thousands from this trade. So here you go. As price comes down a little bit, I'm probably going to cut out at TP1 over here, or less than that actually. Let me see my MC4. Yeah, around TP1, TP, like a little bit below TP1. I'm probably going to cut out right here. I have my TP set at 34,660 on my MT4. But, like I mentioned, it's just a one lot. So it's only, I'm not going to make any profit off it. It's just something that I was playing around with. I'm just going to make a couple $100 or whatever. So anyways, looking at Randy's question over here. So Randy was asking about triple witching. And it looks like he just copy pasted a definition. He said triple witching is a simultaneous expiration of stock options, stock index futures, and stock index options contracts all on the same trading day. It happens about 4 times a year. Is that happening soon? Let's see. So this happens 4 times a year on the third Friday of March, June, September, and December, because of the option classes that could share the same underlying expire all on the same day. It can cause increased trading volume in unusual price action in the underlying asset. Yeah, so I mean that might be what's causing price to move like this, right? I mean, honestly, I have no idea. I don't trade options anymore. I haven't traded options in actually I did trade options like last year, but I was just playing around with it. I didn't really know what I was doing anymore. But yeah, no, if triple witching is happening today, just like Duggan said, it's probably going to affect the market, because if all those expirations are coming, you're going to see a lot of manipulation of people going in and out of the market as we know it. So with this right here, I'm probably not going to trade today. I'm not going to take any real trades. Just from this morning, I just took these like trades to play around, but I'm not necessarily taking anything of substance aside for some possible scalps. So here I have my alert set up right here. Let's see. You have all my alerts set up. What I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to put the strategies that we're looking at. Let's see. So this is the 1 minute. This is going to be the 3 minute. And this is going to be the snipe. But I'm probably not going to take any of these trades. So today's probably just going to be a Q&A day. So if you guys have questions, you guys can drop any questions in the chat. But today's just too risky of a day to really be taking any, per se, real trades. So I'll be looking for trades, but I'm probably not going to take them. And if I do see them, I'll probably let you guys know. But, due to the fact that it is Friday, plus what Randy just mentioned, thanks for mentioning that too, Randy, because I wasn't even aware that today was a triple witching day. there's just a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that will cause manipulation in the market, which I don't want to be caught in. So let me just draw these right here. And the manipulation that I'm referring to is the options contracts expiring. Because the thing is, people are betting on both sides, right? If the option contracts are expiring, I don't even know where the strike prices are. Like if we knew where the strike prices are, there'd probably be a better idea of for us to be looking to be focusing on, because those price areas can be where price is going to see the most volatility. It's going to be spiking up and down from those prices, because that'll indicate, you know, where the option contract is going to be closing, if it's in the money or out the money. So let's see this right here. Yeah, I think super bullish. So like, let's go back to the 1 minute over here that I was just referring to earlier. Look how it pushed up right here. I closed out of my sell, just FYI guys. So I closed out of my sell earlier, the one that I was kind of playing around with. I closed out of it for a small loss, but it was only a couple, like $100. So it wasn't very much, because I took that was just a speculative sell, where I was just taking something to play around with, you know, how price is moving. But see how I marked this up right here? I marked this up a couple hours ago, or not a couple hours ago, a couple minutes ago, because we went live at like 6:30, and I said this is probably what's going to happen. Price is going to come up, come down, and then spike all the way up. So that's exactly what happened here. And I'm probably going to close out my other one. Okay, so I closed out of my buy here, the one that I took earlier. So I closed out my buy, closed out of my sell. My sell was like a loss for like $100. My buy here was actually a win for like $300. So I just balanced out. Sometimes you can do that where you just want to play around with the market. For me, I had a bigger win than my loss. So it's it all balanced out. I'm in profit for the day. Not very much profit, but only a couple $100 isn't that bad. So this is pretty much what we're looking at right now, guys. Price is kind of just going back and forth. The reason why I anticipated this to spike up right here is because CNBC said they announced something about stocks falling slightly. Generally, when CNBC announces something, the market does the opposite. So they said this right here, price came down slightly, and then I bought like around this area right here, and I just wrote it up. And then I closed out of that sell like around here, because we did have this come down right here. So I closed out of the sell right here, took a small loss, rode this buy. So what happened was, okay, I entered the buy from right here. I locked in like 700 pips with like a one lot. So it's nothing, it's a couple $100. And then again, right here, I took the sell. I should have closed it out. Unfortunately, I didn't. I took the sell right here. When it pushed above here, I just closed out. So I lost like $100 off that. So I lost $100, made about like 300, $400 right here. So balancing that out, I'm in profit a couple $100 for the day. Other than that, I'm probably not going to take any other real trades. We do have news coming up shortly at 7. We have the prelim UOM consumer sentiment. So what I recommend is you guys just don't, like, unless you guys need to trade today, like if today's like absolutely necessary, say like today's like your last day of FTMO to pass your challenge or make it back to break even for a retry, then, you know, obviously you have to trade. But if you don't have to trade, you can see obviously right here, the market isn't moving smoothly at all, right? Market opened right here at 6:30, price came up, came down, then came right back up. Market's only been open for about 15 minutes, and you can see the range right here. It's already moved 1,300 pips. So for me, I was trying to catch trades both ways to make profit in both ways. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way, because I kind of held on to this one a little too long. And I only lost a couple $100, so it wasn't a big deal. But over here on this big move up here, this one played out. So I actually made a little more off that, where it pushed me into the profit for the day. So let me scroll over here real quick and see what else I'm missing. Oh yeah, no, definitely. And Maine said that the 1 minute hit TP. So this right here hit TP. I actually missed this because I wasn't paying attention. There's actually another 1 minute right here that's coming on. So what I might do today is I might just play around with 1 minute with one lots, and then just try to take all these like 1 minute scalps here. Looking at this right here. So what Maine actually caught the 1 minute buy right here. We have a valid buy signal. It's above the pivot. So the first two requirements are met. So he would have taken that trade right there for a full TP. And then again, right here off the sell, probably same thing here. But like I mentioned, it's going to be a little risky for it to be pushing back and forth. Let me go back to the 3 minute over here. Yeah, this thing is nasty. Look how indecisive it is, right? Right here for the 3 minute. This is even worse because it came down, huge wick, came back up, rejected off the Asia high, and then it came right back down. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I think I'm just gonna sit out the market for the rest of the day. So if you guys have questions, just drop your questions in the chat, and then I'll answer them for you. There's a 1 minute scalp right here, but I'm not taking it. This thing's just the market just looks too messy right now. Let's see. Rav said did the same with the buy with a half lot, but did not take the sell. That's a good move, Rav, because you made profit off that buy earlier when I was taking that from this morning. Let's see. Duggan said had my biggest wins and losses on the witching day. More losses than wins. Now I limit my trades. Now exactly. So Duggan is smart about it. He knows how risky it is to trade on a day like this for the what's it called again? Triple witching. Yeah. So I don't recommend anyone trade today. I think I'm done playing with the market. Let me see how far this retraced up. But I'm going to be here to answer questions if you guys do have questions. So, just take that advice and run with it. So if you guys don't have to trade, I would just call it a day and just come back on Monday. But if you guys want to, keep playing around with it, just use a small lot size. So today's a very, very risky day. I think the main thing today is going to be that triple witching thing that they mentioned. So the thing that Duggan and Randy mentioned, the triple witching day, that's definitely going to cause, because you can see this price usually doesn't move like this, right? So you can see price ranging down, up, down, up. If you go to like a normal day, well, this whole week's been weird. So let's go back to a normal day. Let me go to like sometime like last week. So I can show you how price is supposed to move. Okay, like this right here, right? This was on the 15th. This is actually like 2 days ago. So today's Friday. This was like Wednesday. So market opened right here at 6:30. So market opened right here, right? But if I take everything off the chart, like we do see some consolidation here and stuff, but for the most part, it's directional, right? So let me just 6:30 right here. All right, so market opened right here at the bottom. From down here, price consolidated, breakout to the upside, consolidation, and then continued push to the upside, right? This is how market's supposed to look. Look at current price today. Let me go over here to the, this hasn't even moved any direction at all. This is down, up, down, up, down, up. It's supposed to go one way. That's how market is supposed to move normally. Let me see if I can find another day where price is just, okay, like again, right here. See, this was yesterday, actually. Yesterday was a lot smoother. So looking at yesterday right here, let me just draw a line at 6:30. So price started up here, and then it just came all the way down the entire session. Well, not the entire session, but, we trade from 6:30 to 8. So from 6:30 to 8, see how smooth this move is right here? I'll turn this off too. See how this just moves straight down? That's how price is supposed to move. If we go over here to today, let me just mark up 6:30. All right, so there's no direction here at all, right? This is way messy compared to everything else that we looked at for the past 2 days. So this is not how market's supposed to move. We'll go to yesterday on the 16th. All right, this is how market's supposed to move. Let's go to the 15th. All right, see, this is how market's supposed to move. This was a little more choppy too, but it still was moving directional, right? So something to keep in mind if you guys are wondering if the market's moving weird or not, just go back to the previous days and see how market moved. If market wasn't moving smoothly, then that wasn't a good day. Just like today is right over here. All right, let's see this. See. Yeah, no, Kenny said, I'm not sure I'm going to trade today. Yeah, it's probably a good idea you don't, Kenny. Morning, Sam. Morning, Riga. Yeah, so Roland also mentioned FTMO's taking the game back now. It's 80-20 split, biweekly payout. Yeah, I mean, we knew that was going to happen, right? It was going to happen eventually because, man, I'm kind of mad now. I sold that sell for a sell. I mean, I sold it for a loss because it was right here. I entered the sell right here earlier, and I closed it. I should have just held on to it because it came all the way back down where I thought it was going to come. Damn, I should have just held on to it. I wouldn't have that little, I know it's only $100, but still, if I held on to it, I would have just made way more profit because I closed out. I entered right here, closed out right here. I could have held on to it because it was on one lot. I was only going to be maybe negative, like maybe a couple more $100. If I held on to it, I'd be in profit those couple $100. It's all good, whatever. It is what it is. I'm still in profit for the day because I did make profit, a bigger profit off the buy. So we'll yeah, exactly. So Abraham just said it in the group right now. He said, damn, that sell would have been 1,000. Yeah, it would have been good. But yeah, this just goes to show how the market's moving, right? If you guys don't believe in market manipulation, check out the charts today. This is clear market manipulation right here of price going back and up and down. Looking over here at retail, or not retail, fundamental analysis, it's 73% or 73 points in the red. Looking at the actual stock index, let's see. Looking at the stock index, we have more red stocks than the green stocks. Looks like the reds are starting to take over. Also looking at the futures index, it's currently, and this is so weird. I don't understand this. You can see the futures index is 19 points in the green, but looking at the daily index, it's currently 86 points in the red. It's really weird that I don't think this is lagging. Oh, it's delayed. Okay, sorry. So this is actually delayed right now, but it's not delayed that far. So it says data is delayed, but it was last updated at 9:42, which is current time. So I don't know what's going on here. It says, I mean, this is real time, but this should be following it exactly. Let's look at retail sentiment. Retail sentiment is currently 53% long. Looks like a lot of the retail traders they're not really moving their positions. So right now, currently, the people who are 53% long, they probably have like very long-term positions and they're just holding on to their position. It doesn't look like we have a lot of short-term traders in the market because this number isn't fluctuating at all. It's just staying at 53%. If we had short-term traders, and people would be getting in and out of trades, you know, here and there. So this number would be changing from like 53 to maybe 55, 56, etc. But right now, this number has been 53 for the past 30 minutes. So majority of the retail traders in the market are probably long-term holds, and they're just holding long right now. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else for me to look at over here. Hey Joe, morning. But yeah, going back to what I was saying with Roland's comment over there, yeah, FTMO did change their payouts now 80-20, and they're doing bi-weekly payouts just like funding talent. So, you know, it seems like they're putting the nail in the coffin for funding talent. Everyone from funding talent is probably going to move right back over to FTMO after that. Let's see. So let me scroll up real quick and see what else I missed. So Henry's asking, should we use signals on the trading view for symbol YM to trade or US 30 signals if we only trade the YM? You should still use the same data we're using, Henry, but it's not really going to vary that much. I mean, it'll vary a little bit, but not too much. Like, here, let me go to YM real quick. So if you're trading YM, which is the E-min, it's the same thing. I mean, it's the data is a little different. Yeah, so looking at this over here. I'm just taking everything off the chart just to look at it. It's 34. Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge difference here, Henry. I mean, you can look at them both. You know, you just put them side by side. If you really want to look at them yourself, Henry, you just put them side by side like that, or you can have two charts open next to each other and just look at them. They're very similar. There's a couple differences between them two, but it looks like YM is actually a little more accurate. Yeah, kind of. Not 100%, but it is getting like a lot of good trades here. Yeah, so let me see this real quick. 1 minute. Yeah, so a lot of these, I mean, it's still accurate. So like looking at this right here, it's a full TP, again, right there, another full TP, again, right here, another full TP. So I don't see any issue here with YM. I mean, it's really up to preference. If if you're trading directly on TradingView, then I would use YM obviously, right? Because you're trading directly on here. If you're trading on a different platform, then you're doing the same thing we're doing, because we're just using this for data, but we're actually executing the trades on MT4. So I mean, if you're trading on a different platform, it's going to be the same thing we're doing. So you should just do what we're doing. But if you're trading directly on TradingView, it would make sense for you to just trade directly off YM, right? It doesn't make a huge difference at all. The problem with this here is if you're trading this and you're not trading directly on TradingView, the data for YM is a little delayed sometimes because you need to pay for this data. I'm not sure if you paid for it. So, depending on what your broker is, if you're using like AMP or TradeStation, it's included because it's their broker. But if you're not using their broker, this data is not going to be as accurate as what we're currently using over here, because this data is free data here. So I mean, it depends on your preference. Henry. So just something to keep in mind. If you're trading on a different platform, I would just use currency.com data, because that's what we use, so that you can have the same exact trades that we're looking at. But if you want to use, trade directly on here, then use YM. So it's just up to however you want to use it. Let me see if there's any other questions here. Ellis is asking, what broker does everyone use to trade US30? A lot of us use FTMO, Ellis. So that's the main one that most of us use here. I'm not sure if you're familiar with FTMO, but that's what we use. And I'll give you guys a link here. So I still have this, there's this like old affiliate link that we used a long time ago for FTMO. It used to give a discount. I'm not sure if it still works, but you guys can try it. So there goes the affiliate link for the FTMO. Yeah, so everyone here is looking at the 3-minute right now. Yeah, a lot of you guys took this 3-minute here. So I'm looking at the Zoom right now. It looks like Emmanuel took that 3-minute. It's a 3-minute win. A-hole said, sorry, bro. I just read your name. It said a-hole. I'm not sure if you mean a-hole or just like a-hole, because your name is A-W-I, like A, and then hole W-H-O-L. So I don't know if you mean a-hole, like, asshole, or a-hole as oh man, like a good laugh. But yeah, so here the 3-minute right here, this right here would have hit off that right there. Riga said, where can I see that? All right, Riga. So here, let me just pull you real quick. You're not on the premium, huh? So I mean, I think that's probably the case because you're on the premium. You don't see this here, but here's the update. So up to 90% split. They said we decided to change the default payout ratio for all traders to 80-20. We've been using 70-30 model since the beginning. And as a sign of our gratitude to all great traders, we had a chance to work with over the past years, probably a lot of members here, we feel like it's time for a change. So they changed it from 80%. So now it's 80-20. And they said that's not where they draw the line. If you're consistent and you're able to scale your account, then you'll get a 90-10 split. So this is great. This is great news for everybody here, because that's what we're about here, right? We're about consistency and having consistent profits every month. So as long as you guys stay consistent, you can probably reach the 90-10 split. I might have to merge my accounts, because the thing is I keep merging and splitting my accounts up. So I'm not able to scale it, because when you do that, it resets your, it resets your timeline of your accounts. And the reason why I keep splitting it up is because sometimes if I want to trade on a day like this, like say today, if today was a risky trading day and I was like, okay, I want to take one trade on one account, but on my other account, I want to close it out early. I'm able to do that. If I'm trading on a 400K account, I can't really do that, because if I'm in the position, I have to hold on to it until I pull out, right? So that's why I like having 2 separate accounts. So I guess like now that we have this new news, I have to make the decision where I want to split the accounts up, leave it split, and then just scale from there. Or if I want to combine them and then just scale that one big account. I might just combine them, because for me, I trade very conservatively. I don't like losing trades. So that might be a good thing for us. Anyways, let me see if there's anything else over here real quick that I missed. It'll make them think. Yeah, no, exactly. Smart. All right, so guys, there was a 3-minute scalp right there. I didn't take the trade, so I'm not going to count it, but I just showed it to you guys right there. I'll show you the requirements again right here for whoever's new here. A lot of members here caught that. Let me just check real quick. Okay, so looking at this right here, Ardonius locked in 238 for the day. Nice work, Ardonius. Looking over at Cheryl. Cheryl locked in a total of 780. Great work, Cheryl. She said, I may be done for the day. Great, you probably should be because the market's moving kind of wacky today, as usual. Patricia over here locked in a total of 1,075. Great work, Patricia. Looking over here at Alkin. Alkin locked in a total of 2,256. Amazing work again there, Alkin. Looking at Cheryl, she drew this. Yeah, so she drew this from last Friday's 1 hour time frame. Same setup, right? Big wick rejection off there and a drop. Looking at Larkin, Larkin locked in a total of 16,885 for this morning. Great work, Larkin. You killed it. Damn, Larkin, you're on fire, bro. And then he took another trade here, another wow, he's up 18,820. That's nuts. Yeah, Larkin, you're on fire, man. You're locking in some pretty massive profits this morning. Ardonius as well, locked in a total of 393. Great work, Ardonius. Looking over here at the public chat, Owen locked in a total of 2,478. Great work, Owen. Yeah, you guys are all doing pretty good this morning. Rick as well. Rick just destroyed it. So Rick's up about 1,000 for the day this morning. 2 trades, straight wins, no losses. Rick said battling COVID, so I'll take it and go back to bed. Damn, Rick. Hopefully you have a swift recovery. I mean, it seems like you're fighting it because you're up trading right now while you're battling COVID. So so hopefully you feel better, Rick. Man, what was Rick? I can't remember if you're the one that was like making all the COVID jokes, but damn, that's crazy that you got COVID. So hopefully you feel a lot better, Rick, and we'll see you soon. Once you're back, yeah, go get some rest, bro. You need some rest. Today's Friday. You already made your 1,000 for the day. Go to sleep or do whatever you need to do to get better. Looking over here, Alan. So Alan said patience pays off. So Alan locked in a total of 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, about 6,000 profit this morning. He took NASDAQ trades and US 30, all straight wins. So amazing work right there, Alan. And you're probably on your way to reach your your goal of quitting your job or working less, because you're pretty consistent with your profits every day. Let's see, this is Abraham. So Abraham locked in a total of 948. Great work, Abraham. Salorm over here as well. Salorm locked in a total of 341. Great work, Salorm. Salorm said, sitting this out, have a great weekend. So Salorm's done for the week. Patricia as well, 1,075. Looks like Patricia might be done for the day as well. My bad, Kyle. I just saw your message right now. I think you're in the room already, right? And I see your question here too, Ellis. I'll take a look at that later. I just want to put your, I don't want to put our conversation here on the public screen. So G-Main over here as well, locked in a total of 3,000. Nice work, bro. So you locked in 2 straight wins right there, 1,000, another one for 2,500. So you're up about 3,500 or 3,700, somewhere around there. Great work, man. All right, man, you guys are killing it. Everyone's doing really well today. I only made a couple $100, so nothing for me to show off. But I'm glad to see a lot of you guys here doing a lot better than me today, which is this is my goal here, guys, right? My goal here is to get you guys to my level of trading, if not better. Because if I can do that for you, that shows that it's possible for you guys to really succeed at this. Like for me today, I only took like 2 speculative trades. I didn't even take these 3 minutes or 1 minute, which could have made me a lot of profit. And I missed them because, obviously I'm here answering questions, which there's no problem with that. I don't mind helping you guys out. And it is Friday, so I didn't plan on trading. But just looking at everyone's profits here, you guys can see what's possible, right? It's not just one person profiting. Looking over here at this morning's profits, you can see the timestamp for today. These are other members in K2. This is like, how many people here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. About 18 people here who locked in, some pretty massive profits trading on their own. I didn't even give these trades to them. What I did was I taught them how to trade. They know the strategy. They applied it on their own while I was here just, ranting on the live session, and they were able to lock in profits without my help. So this just goes to show, if you guys learn the K2 strategies and you guys actually put in the work to get this done, you guys can easily lock in kind of profit here. I mean, I'm not jealous at all, kind of jealous, but not that much, because I'm happy to see a lot of you guys here lock in profits. And this is my goal here. I want to make sure that all you guys are on the same level. If you guys are on this level right here, just ask questions. Like right now, there's an open forum here where you guys can ask questions and I can help you guys out if you guys are confused with anything, like Alan. So Alan here, he joined K2. Let me see. Alan joined K2 back in January, right? January 2nd, he joined K2. And his whole goal was to, have a better work-life balance. He wanted to quit his job and do well. So you can see this entire time, the entire month of January, he didn't even trade. He just talked to me, learned how to trade, got everything down. The entire of February, still talking. He finally did his FTMO right here. And then he passes FTMO on his first try, right? He passes FTMO right there. And then ever since then, he's been super consistent. You can see our conversations here. He asks me questions every single day and I answer them. And then here's his first real profit, right? On March 18th, his first real profit. He already made a couple, like almost 2,000. March 22nd, his consistency is getting better. Straight wins, just one loss. And then today, just today, he locked in about 6,000 in one morning. And I didn't give any trades for NASDAQ. I gave no trades for US 30. He took these trades on his own and he did it all on his own. So I just want to show you guys that it's possible, right? A lot of people think that it's impossible for anyone to get at my level of trading, but it is possible. I give you guys the strategies. I give you guys the indicators. I teach you exactly what I do. And it's very possible for everyone here. So that's my main goal here. If you guys have any questions, pop your questions in the chat. I'll answer them. Otherwise, I'll probably be done for the day as well, because I don't plan on trading at all today. So let me scroll this real quick and see what else we got here. Christopher said, got to run. Thank you, Shawn. We appreciate you, bro. Have a great weekend, everyone. So definitely, Christopher, we'll see you here on Monday. Abraham as well. Abraham said, I'm heading off. Thanks, Shawn. Have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you next week, Abraham. Same with Nick. Nick said, poop week in the market. Yeah, it's been kind of slow. Not really that great at all. Duggan as well. Duggan said, I'm out. Catch you next week, people. Let's grow these FTMO accounts to 6 figures. No, exactly, Duggan. Have a great weekend and you're probably drinking some beers right now. So just have another beer for me. Duggan's in Australia. So it's like opposite time over there for us. It's morning for me here in California, but for Duggan, it's like nighttime, I believe. A-hole is asking for FTMO, what's better, aggressive or normal? I would just do normal, A-hole, because you can do a bigger account size for normal and it'll be the same cost as the half account size for aggressive. And the thing is, you want to have a bigger account so that you can scale that, right? Like the whole scaling plan with FTMOs to be consistent and just have profits every week. If you can do that with a normal account, then you'll go from 200K and then you can merge that with 200Ks to 400K. And then you can just keep scaling that up to like higher and higher and higher. I made the mistake by like putting the accounts together and then splitting them up because I didn't realize that would reset my time period. So I haven't been able to scale my accounts. But, probably next month or the month after, I'll decide whether I want to just keep it split or if I want to keep them merged together. So Rick just hopped into the chat right now. Definitely. Yeah, no, Sam said come to London. No, definitely, Sam. I'll come visit you guys there. I know we definitely want to take a tour around to visit all of our different traders all throughout. So we're definitely gonna, maybe not this year, but maybe next year. COVID kind of slowed us down a bit last year and then this year as well. So hopefully by next year we can travel around a bit and visit the rest of you guys all around. Okay, Dennis. Yeah, no, it's Dennis, but nobody needs to know that. So A-hole is gonna just be A-hole for the duration of K2. All right, guys. So let me see if there's any other questions here. I don't really see anything else. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so Dennis is on his phone, so he has a different login. Yeah, no, definitely. So let me see if there's any other questions here. If you guys have questions, drop your question in the chat if I missed anything, and then I will I'll answer them before I get off the session. Otherwise, if you guys have any specific questions, just a reminder, we have a group mentoring session next Tuesday at 2 p.m. I'll send a reminder out today just to let you guys know so that we can hop on that session. I can answer all the questions for you guys here. If you guys aren't in the premium, you guys are more than welcome to enter. I'm probably not going to answer your questions though. It's going to be mainly for questions for people who are within K2. So if you guys are in the free group, that's completely fine. You can sit in, watch, listen to everyone's Q&A, and then I'll answer everything and show any, examples that people need throughout the session. So other than that, guys, I know it's kind of early, it's only 7:10, but I don't have any questions here and I don't plan on trading. So this might be it. Let me check the 3-minute real quick to see if there's any entries. So if you guys decide to keep trading, use the 1-minute pivot scalp here. What you're looking for is a retracement to the upside and then catch it as it comes back down. Same with the 3-minute over here, retracement to the upside and then catch it as it comes back down. Here on the, there's actually a snipe here that I missed, unfortunately, damn. Looks like it would have been a good one too. So looking at the snipe strategy right here, you want to confirm a wick rejection off a K2 pivot. So we got a wick rejection right here. Next, you want a wick rejection off the K2 SR zone. There's a zone right here. So requirements 1 and 2 have been met. Lastly, you want to confirm the wick rejection off the K2 pivot does not touch the candle body. So the candle body is right over here, and the pivot's over here. So requirements 1 through 3 have been met. Lastly, you just want to confirm the direction of momentum. Right here, we have a sell signal. So you can enter on the open of the falling candle, which would be right over here. I don't recommend anyone enter this because this is a bigger move. It's going to take longer to hit. And you definitely want to be out of this trade before market close. So other than that, I think that's about it. I don't see any other questions here. So if you guys do have any other questions, I'll be online for maybe the next hour or so. But if I don't get to your question right away, don't worry. I'll get to your question over the weekend. If not over the weekend, I'll get to your question on Monday when I get back into the office. So other than that, have a great weekend, guys. I don't recommend you guys trade at all. If you guys do have questions, feel free to reach out. I'll try to help you guys as much as possible if I do happen to be online. But if not, just pop your question in the group, right? Everyone's here to help each other. If you pop your question into the premium group, everyone will respond to you, and we'll make sure that you get your answers, your questions answered. One more profit here from Angela. So Angela said, fought hard for these Friday profits, done for the day. Have a great weekend. So Angela locked in a total of, let's see, 200, 500, about 700, 900, damn, close to 1,000. So Angela over here locked in some pretty nice profits right here, close to 1,000 in profit for the entire trading day today. So great profit so far. You guys did pretty good. I'm going to be posting everyone's profits a little later. So if you guys do have more profits, post them in the group and I'll add them to the list here. Obviously you can see right here, these are all the profits from this morning. Pretty nice profits, about I think 25 to 30 people here locked in some pretty nice profits for the day. And the session is still early. It's only 7 o'clock, but due to the riskiness of today's, trading conditions, I'm just not going to trade. So other than that, I'll catch you guys here on Monday on Market Reopen. But if you guys do have questions, don't feel scared to ask any questions. Everyone here is here to help you out and make sure that you become successful traders just like they are. So other than that, I'll catch you guys then, and I'll see